Hello, hello, welcome back. Today I'll be watching Sopranos Season 3, Episode 2. I feel like so far it's really hard to comment yet because not much has happened. We are aware that there's an investigation that is going full force ahead and I'm very curious to see where that is going. We also have a new character like Pat. I failed to remember if we've seen much from him before, but yeah, him and his dynamic with Tony will be interesting. Anyway, let's get going. If you like videos like these, make sure to like and subscribe. You can find early access to everything I do in this channel on Patreon. Always 2 weeks at least. So if you want to see episode 3 and 4 already, you can find them full length over there to watch them fully together with me, or the edited versions as they appear on YouTube, then edited and earlier. All right, let's go.
Nobody ever puts it back.
Oh my god. Ooh, okay. Boy, oh boy. That's not great.
Oh my God, Tony, are you all right?
Uncle Ben.
What happened?
Oh, reverse. I give him the talk with that arm over the shoulder.
Mom likes lavender.
He's like, too much lavender.
Hyper-capitalist self-advancement in the era of the studio system.
Tony is like not engaging and it just stays enthusiast.
So you guys, you and Meadow, are you,
A little early to say.
Who says that to a possible future father-in-law?
My dad is Jewish and my mother's family is African-American.
but on your application to Columbia, you didn't check Jewish, did you?
They can't ask about religious affiliation.
Oh, he's like, yeah, or you wouldn't have been there.
So we do understand each other here. You're, Ditsul.
Excuse me?
I don't know what that means.
What's your problem?
I think you know what my problem is. See, I got business associates who are black, and they don't want my son with their daughters, and I don't want their sons with mine.
Fuck you.
Whoa!
And you're gonna go drop her off at school, and you're gonna say goodbye.
Forever. Oh, that boy didn't know what was coming for him. Damn, what a conversation. Here it goes. Uncle Ben.
I don't got time for these fucking attacks.
It was so good for months.
Yeah, like what exactly triggered it?
You want her to be with him, just keep it up. Keep playing the race card. You're gonna drive her right into his arms.
Not if I cut off those fucking arms.
Stop it.
Oh!
Let me deal with it, if anybody's gonna deal with it.
It's interesting to see how it gets to him, right? This conversation. That for the first time in months, he actually loses consciousness.
One of my sisters ever brought home a fucking butterhead. You know what my old man would do?
Look, I'm gonna be honest here. I feel like there are gonna be a lot of racial insults that I've never heard about. So
Hey, Ma.
I remember like when I started this channel, there was something about Italians and I didn't call it out because I didn't even recognize it. And people were like, hey. And I was like, sorry, but like, I want to learn, but I don't know all of them, so.
I wish the Lord would take me now.
Oh, she's still the same bubbly as ever.
She's going to finish baby journals from long time ago. My idea.
You can't write stuff down from your life for your grandkids?
I'm so bad with the writing too. Like I started a journal for my son and it's also not going super well.
What did you tell him when you were in the lockup?
Whoa, what did I do?
This is important.
I feel like if the camera's on her, it looks really like almost green screened or something on the chair. I don't know, like it looks way off. Sorry, I was there with the lighting or what was going on. I don't know. Probably just in my head. Oh no, not Warner Brothers. They're gonna copyright this video if they're watching a video from Warner Brothers.
Did you say something to Noah?
You're smart. You'll keep walking down those stairs.
You did. He was all quiet at Hunter. She thinks he's a snob, and now he's just sitting out in the car.
He thinks he's a snob. Sometimes you really feel like Tony is like the combination of a dad and also like an angry boy. Like,
Oh, your mother died.
You're kidding.
what?
Jesus Christ.
Svetlana just called.
Is that why the recording looked weird?
She's dead.
Wow, even with that distorted relationship, that must be a lot.
She loved both you two. Very much.
Like a lot of complex feelings. This is not written in, right? We're episode 2 and it's so like, did the actress pass away? If so, that must be weird for the actors too, right? Because this person actually passed, that they worked with closely probably.
She will not be finishing journal. I break promise to you, Tony.
Oh,
Granny remembers books you bought her when the kids were born. She never touched him.
Okay, I tell myself if I'm ever a granny, I should be better about this.
He's in a field on a horse.
He's not on the horse. The horse has bells. What kind of horse has bells?
I don't know.
Is it Santa's reindeer?
A horse that's pulling a sleigh.
Anthony's not the best figure of speech.
He's talking about his own death. Yet to come, but will come.
That's fucked up.
Also, must really suck to have to analyze poems about death when your grandma just died.
Proshai, Livushka.
Means what?
Goodbye, little Livia.
Aww. This is interesting because we didn't see her too much in season 2. She only immediately passed away in season 3, so...
What are you gonna do?
Can I imagine that for these guys it's hard to talk about. There is also not much that you can say, right?
How's Tony taking?
Oh, what the fuck? Goddamn fucking bitch!
Well, everybody's emotions are heightened, right?
You're not coming to your own mother's fucking funeral?
Tony the mediator as always. Where's Malfi if you need her?
She was your mother.
Well, you can just get on a plane, but for us working folk...
I feel like it would be different if she would be upset too and would be like, I want to come, but you know I can't, but I want to, instead of just be like, giving reasons why she can't.
All right, fuck it, I'll pay it.
Can I bring my fiance?
Fuck that. One seat. Coach. And if you don't show up, let me tell you right now, don't come breezing in here when it comes time to carve up the estate. I know you think Ma's got money buried in the house. This Harpono's grandmother died, him I'll pay for.
Sometimes I like the family principles, like you need to be there. I'm gonna pay for you. I can't stand your face and you've things that happen with she, but you need to be there. For your mom, say goodbye. Your kid, too. And then he's not like, you know, whiny about that. I am nervous though how she's gonna respond about the whole succession estate thing after mom has died, because she's quite greedy in that sense.
Money don't mean nothing to me.
No, I guess not. But with no heart and no brains, it's all you've got. You'll need it.
Tommy.
Their aggression is always so like postponed. It's like says something shitty and then it's like ugh.
His mother died last night.
Oh shit.
I was also thinking, like, we suddenly hear nothing about them investigating him anymore, so I really feel like this is like an intermezzo episode that was just thrown in.
You're a captain, Ralphie, when I say you're a captain.
And I'm gonna turn up my hearing aid so I don't miss it.
Are you gonna get cute with me? With my mother lying dead?
Can't imagine what it's like if your mom just died and you need to get into this mess all the time.
How could we possibly get busted? The boys' room behind the stage, they never check in there.
Oh no. Figuring out stuff that they actually weren't looking for.
You're not having a funeral mass?
Well, I thought maybe we'd have a shindig at the house, you know, so the grandkids could, you know, I don't know.
It's so hard.
I do know what Mom's wishes were, but not to have a wake or a funeral. I mean, it makes us look like we're unloving children, not to mention cheapskates.
Who gives a shit what it looks like? The woman expressed her wishes.
I do feel like you should do what the person themselves wanted, even if that's hard to accept.
When she was young, she used to picture her funeral.
But was it like, or is Tony twisting this? I don't remember if he knew.
One thing that I'd like to suggest very strongly is at the house, everyone gathers and each one can voice a remembrance or a feeling about Mom.
She's so like, I don't want to come over there. And now she's like making it a whole thing. This is gonna be interesting. Welcome back, Malfi.
No, I'm sorry. My condolences, nothing. Actually, that's good. It's a relief. You're not saying nothing. You want to know the truth. You know, everybody else all bullshit.
Oh.
I'm glad she's dead. Not just glad, I wished she'd die. Got this court case coming up. She might have testified against me. So when I heard she was dead, relief flooded into my veins.
Doesn't mean you can feel different things all at once.
I mean, is that right? Wishing her dead? I mean, bad sons, they should fucking die. That's a fucking miserable, disgusting thing to be, a bad son.
What if you're a bad mom?
She ruined my father's life. Oh, yeah.
That's the thing about having strong family principles, right? If your family sucks, then what?
What did she do to you?
It's a matter of public record in here. We both know.
You don't like to say it, do you?
Who knows if she even knew what she was doing?
Oh, come on.
Grown children often secretly wish for an aged parent to die. It's a taboo thought, but common.
Oh, it's common, okay.
Particularly if the parent has lost all capacity for joy at being alive.
I feel like that's different than in Livia's case, no? Is that not somebody who's indeed aged and is miserable and everybody around them is dying and they feel lonely and they're hurting and all of that? But here it's also because Livia was not really a kind-hearted mom.
Tony Soprano's mother's wake is tonight. Want me to wear a wire?
Wow, that's, yeah, wearing a wire to a wake, okay. Oh no. Is she looking for money?
Wow, look at that.
She's smiling.
She looks normal.
Maybe it was us kids who were turned into a friggin' sourpuss.
Maybe it was one of us.
Oh, get up!
Some good sibling love.
None of my childhood's artwork or anything for that matter is here anymore, nor Barb's.
Uh-oh. Here's Tony's.
Anthony Soprano.
No, is it gonna be like secretly she really loved him? Trying to get him killed, right?
Barbara's communion certificate is her baby shoe.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing of mine.
Oh, that must be painful.
For this shit, I missed the Jets' first home game.
Oh. They're getting high right before. Don't you smell that in their clothes?
Every little bit helps.
Wow, okay. That's a joke, isn't it?
What a fucking blow.
Oh.
You all right?
They're dropping like fucking flies.
I didn't want to say it when he entered, but you hear that from older people that if they go to funerals, it's very confronting about their old age too.
How's that surfboard I gave you?
Ow.
Yeah, could be my family. Always at the like, or the like neck thing when they see you again, and you're like, oh, glad to see you again.
Why do you do this to me?
Because I'm the boss of this family. You forget.
I forget nothing.
Maybe just today is not the day to discuss this.
I'm on the street. That's the arrangement.
Things are good, I grant you that.
Right.
But this economy is so robust, you get credit for shit you had nothing to do with. Fucking chinks and housewives are betting football.
You better be finished.
Oh, he's telling me he has an easy job.
Joe Zachary?
Yeah?
Oh, boys. No fires. Tony doesn't want any fires.
Oh man, so no fires he gets. Is this gonna end that debate? I don't think so.
I ain't so tough.
Famous last words. I wonder of the meaning behind it. Another death. People showing up after death. Quite similar to what he's going through. Look at those limos.
Did you talk to her?
She's sure you said something to him. He won't discuss it. He clams up.
Probably scared to speak up. Oh, come on. Well, I shouldn't be on Soprano's side. I should be on the investigative side.
We're not going to be needing your services anymore, obviously.
I was thinking that earlier, like, she basically lost her job.
I stay there only during week when my fiancé has his children with him. Tony says I can continue situation till Bill and me find house.
See, Tony should have consulted me first. I'm going to be living at 55 Benedict while we deal with the estate.
Oh my god, I wish you would not put that word in your mouth already. Estate.
She gave to me those records.
What? But those are my mother's records. I feel very close to them.
Oh god. We do the estate things, right? At work after somebody passes away. And it's always, yeah, you feel it, right? You can feel it when you get a phone call.
I want the entire discography back at the house by this weekend.
Happens so often. People really change when somebody passes. Real colors come shining through.
How's your mother? You call her every day.
This is the exact scene that we've seen before where she got food from him.
Oh, how can I look you in the face?
What did he do now?
You don't
where
blame
she
him
like
for setting the fire?
Artie.
Crazy to see these flashbacks.
She's already becoming a robot, like the rest of us. All our innocence is gone.
Oh. Playing the part and that you prick.
The rabbi says, alas, I did not know this man. I'm new here. You all know him. You say something good about him. Dead silence. Goes on for about a minute, 2 minutes. Finally, a voice from the back. His brother was worse.
I like that one. I think that's a good one. Isn't it common that in moments like this you do tend to laugh a lot because you have so much sadness and grief and tension build up and everybody's like so tense and then somebody tells a joke and you're just all like, it bursts?
At this time, we would like to ask you all to join us in the great room so that we can all be together and share a remembrance or a feeling about the woman who has brought us all here today.
Oh boy.
God damn it.
Also would hate if this was turning into this big moment.
Most of you will probably remember that this was her favorite song. I thought it might help us get rolling.
Chris is just like,
Time and again I would try to say.
Sophia. Yep. I don't want to be a part of this. Did anybody see me? Let's go back up.
Herman? Rapkin?
Called out.
I guess what struck me most was she didn't mince words.
What does that mean? Mincing words.
Between brain and mouth, there was no interlocutor.
Ah, thank you.
Anthony Jr.
I don't know what to say.
At least he's saying what everybody's thinking.
She was my best friend.
Why was this guy standing in front of her with his back to her?
Thank you, Fanny. Thank you.
Carm, come on.
Well, most of you will probably remember that I have an extraordinary visual sense. She believed that wildflowers blossom best among the rocks. Little water. She was tough.
So you had to grow on the rocks with little water?
And she's the reason I make videos today.
Oh my god, like, they don't hide their emotions, right? Like, he could be, like, more like Silva. Yeah. But he's just like, what the hell are you doing?
Maybe you'd like to tell them how Ma saved all your childhood schoolwork and varsity leathers and none of mine are Barbara's.
Oh, I want to disappear. This is so painful.
You just did. Wrap it up, Janice.
They say there's no two people on Earth exactly the same. But do they know that for sure? Because they would have to get everybody together in one huge space.
What a mess!
And not only that, they'd have to get all the people who ever lived, not just the ones now.
That lady's like, yeah, keep going. Fires a kite.
So tell him she's dead. I guess our little secret dies with her.
Oof.
Hey, pick that up.
What am I doing out here? Everybody's in there telling stories of her. I got a butte.
Oh man, now you need to manage people to not speak.
Maybe not with the same fears and paranoia.
Still going.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
Oh boy.
This is such a crock of shit.
Carmela.
I'm sitting here thinking I should protect my children from the truth about their grandmother on the one hand. On the other, I'm saying to myself, what kind of example am I setting? Evading and smiling, passing out cheese puffs over a woman that we all know was terribly dysfunctional, who spread no cheer at all.
Get down now! I'll speak if I want. God damn it, who are you? Minister of propaganda? We suffered for years under the yoke of that woman. Years!
God, poor Fanny, who thought she was her best friend.
This is a woman who didn't want a funeral. You all, her children, you ignored her wishes. Only after she's dead, by the way.
That's a good dig. She got everything done except now she's dead.
She didn't want a funeral. Why? She didn't think anybody would come. She wouldn't write down her memories for her grandchildren because she figured nobody loved her enough to read them.
Damn, this is harsh. What is she drinking? Truth serum?
There's desserts.
And they're all from Vesuvio.
Gotta think about the marketing. Oh, Carm saved the day unknowingly.
I'm almost glad this happened.
Family all together. Loving mom next to her boy's bed. Oh man, the fact that he's like watching a mom being happy that her boy is gonna come home and crying when his own mom passed. Yeah, it is so complex. Like, how do you deal with that if it's someone horrible? Because you don't want people to pass, but in their case, it's hard not to understand that they're also a bit not sad for a little part, you know? Livia's final scene was created using CGI. The cost was $250,000. How incredibly hard must it have been to play that scene for Tony while it's not with her, so it's probably someone else like playing that part when he's recording his part, knowing that he's talking about her leaving books about the grandchildren open and that this lady has passed away. Because of course in the show she was who she was, but I can imagine that as actors you also work closely together, and that if a cast member passes away in the midst of the show, then it must be incredibly heartbreaking and weird and Especially if you then need to have this episode dedicated to them, because you know you're acting, but this person actually passed away. So you could see that suddenly, like we started the storyline with the investigation and all of that, and then suddenly this. So I do feel like they put that in there because of that, which I think is nice. But you do wonder what else they had in store for her, and how weird it must be also for the actor's family to see her CGI scene and then see her pass away in a show where she was a hated character. Like, imagine if that's your mom or your grandma in real life, and then you have to watch her funeral in the show be like she was horrendous. But of course, you know, why you can place it and all that, but it must be all weird. And yeah, it must be complex for Tony and his sisters and the grandkids as well. Well, I don't want to say that I loved this episode, because really I didn't, but it was interesting that it was there, and I'm glad they put it in there, and I feel like they did a good job. Right? Writing out a character suddenly must not be easy, but I feel like it's good that she had an episode. And I also feel like, yeah, it brings complex feelings, which I feel like they showed us so well, and they did it well again, so that is nice. I do hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you want to see the next reactions already to episode 3 and 4, you can find those over on Patreon. Early access as always. You can find them full length, so you can watch the episodes with me, or you can watch them edited as they are on here. I wish you a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!